Namaste, my fellow soldiers. Holy Materia here, back with my first Final Fantasy VII Remake stream. Alright, so we're going to start on Chapter 1, put it on hard mode. So yeah, man, this is the game that started it all for me. This is the reason why I play video games the way I do now is because of the original Final Fantasy VII, but we'll talk more about it like as it goes on. I don't want to like mess up the scenes and stuff, so I'll kind of be quiet like during these scenes. So yeah, let's check out this opening, because it's beautiful. Final Fantasy has some of the best cinematics of all time. Nomura, that's the man. Probably my favorite creator. Music is so good in this game. Nojima, great storyteller. Nobu, and whoever did the remixes on these, they did a great job with the new music. So good. I mean, we're just seeing Midgar in a whole different way. Beautiful transition, not just visually but also the musical transition. Flower girl. Love that theme song by Yosh. I mean, the disrespect, man. To do that to a flower in Midgar? Loveless. Look at this. Look how you can see the slums in between the plates, the lower. Stretch. Hold on one second. I might just dip out like that for all the scenes. That was. There's the dog.
Get down
here,
here,
Wallace. Get down here. Strike, one of my favorite characters of all time. And you see his eyes. If you look at, like, you know how my character in Striker, you can't see his eyes. Well, they're like the same color as his. Like, part of his backstory is similar to Cloud, so like that's why he's like that. You know, the first time I played this, I spent like 20 minutes over here just looking at stuff and seeing what I could interact with. Look at this, man. This is a video game. I can't believe Cloud looks like this. Alright, so I'm not gonna waste too much time.
Halt! Who goes there? You're up.
Just expect Cloud to do everything.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Here it comes. Not bad.
And you may return to the live stream. So with the combat, this is New Game Plus. I already have like all a whole bunch of materia. So for people that don't know, like the reason I call myself Holy Materia is because of this game, like the materia system. And there's this really strong, powerful materia called, well, there's this strong materia that summons something called Holy. So that's why I'm called Holy Materia. And so yeah, the game isn't usually this fast when you first start. Like you usually have to use the square button to get your ATB gauge up. But I have some materia set that makes it so that my ATB gets charged like before the match or before the fight even starts. Like this first strike materia, it gives me a large ATB increase at the start of battle, so I can start doing the moves right away. And look at the lighting in this game. So like, where is this light source coming from? This thing here, and then look at how the light shifts to red. Incredible. So good. Look at the detail on his hair.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see him.
Have fun.
Yes.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead. Let's go.
So I'm still OP, but not as bad as I was when I played before and it was on normal. And just regular attacks were doing so much damage. Look at this thing here. It says hair tonic, ideal scalp care, and then it says for astonishingly radiant and spiky hair. So it's like implying that Cloud uses that hair product to keep his hair spiky like this, all anime style. So silly. Oh yeah, but with the sevens, like I forgot how many like just random sevens there were in the original game. Like when you if you just saw it just leveled up to level 7. Oh well, maybe not because it's New Game Plus. But when you first start, you level up to level 7, and then there's like just random sevens all throughout the game. And like here's one of them already on this. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I noticed that. Oh yeah, I did notice that because this like little section right here, the game started. I was right here, and I came to here. Like I spent like 20-30 minutes the first time just looking at everything, looking at every little detail, looking at Cloud and Barret. Like just admiring like how great they made these characters, man, compared to the little polygon things that were in the old game. It's such a good, and like this is a reference to Crisis Core, so like they got all these references to the compilation. So good. You mean your first playthrough of Remake or your first playthrough of the original Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah, what he said. You're coming with us.
Alright, so let's look at this Punisher mode. So if you see that, if you push triangle, you go into a different mode. It does more damage, but you're not as good at defending. And what should I hit him with? Yeah, I'll hit him with Braver. No. Just run him through.
Was never in doubt.
Oh, you never played the original? Yeah, that's cool. Got the Shinra propaganda over here. Shinra, merging innovation with creation. What we do for Midgar and for you. Says we work hard so you can live well. I love this, man. All this Shinra propaganda. There's Stamp. We'll see more about him later. That's something that's new for the remake. All these chests are useless because you can't use items in hard mode. Let's see, okay, we got the levelers over here, and then Stamp again. So we'll hear about Stamp from Barret in just a little bit too, so. But they become really important later. And one nice detail I saw that somebody else pointed out was that if you look at the times on here, it matches up with the actual time that it is right now. So that's cool. And I love the stage design in this, like, people were complaining about it, but I love how like we just came from this area and now we're up here at the next part, but we can like see where we came from. So it's like this is the train that took Cloud here, and then we move on to the next part over here.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now?
Cool, thanks, Inanna.
He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
What was his name? Don't try to act like you don't know him.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done,
Wes
we're
with
done.
the thumbs up. That's my dog, man.
We're a joy to work with, though.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
So like they got all this propaganda everywhere, but you see like people put graffiti over it, like they're not really having it. Not everybody buys into it, at least.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Not interested.
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
Every last gil. Hey, Nat, are you still there? Can you hear the game volume okay? Iconic shot. One man against this giant corporation. The remixes of the battle music, man, is so good. Of all the music, really, in the whole game. I mean, Jesse's got the skills, man.
This way.
Oh, yeah, just walk over.
Huh. Not so fast. We've got company.
And Big just waving that gun in my face. So like people are always like, "Oh, the poor dog." And you see that dog, man, I think it's crazy. Like, I tell you, I basically fight in like real time, but you can pause it, or not really pause it, but you can like look at this to make decisions. Oh, let's see if we can roll. Why am I wasting all my magic? I forgot it's on hard mode. I'm tripping. You can't use items in hard mode, so you can't use ethers and stuff.
Was never in doubt.
I'm over here wasting magic on these little dudes. Like some of these rooms are like 1-to-1 with the original game. Like, and it's so crazy because you can really see like what was really going on. Whereas in the old game, it was just like a picture that you were just kind of like walking around on, and it was always from the top down, so you couldn't really get a real grasp of like what everything looked like, but now so good. So it's so much more immersive. Like, that's one of my favorite things about this game is like how immersive it is. How they did the world building. You see the Shinra building. Pick up the place. And like this room is 1-to-1. Like this little T-bridge here, it looked exactly like this. What?
I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others.
And I love what
Keep
did
them
this.
safe, please. Don't worry about me. Go.
Voice is nuts. Mako Reactor 1.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
It's so cool how you can see stuff like the Shinra building here, the reactor up here. Like you really feel like you're in Midgar. I'm watching you.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon. Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! Well, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
He's alone! We can take him! Bigger!
The cloud should be OP like that anyway, though. It gets those guys.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out! Simmer down, hotshot.
Well, what are you waiting for?
It's amazing. This is like one of the most amazing games I ever played. But the original is the whole reason I play games right now. Like that's probably the most important game to me that I ever played. The original Final Fantasy VII.
Simmer down, hotshot.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? Then we're good.
Careful in there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, so I didn't really tell the story. So my cousin was like back in '97 when this first came out. I was maybe like 14. My cousin was trying to get me to play this, and I didn't. And at that time, I didn't play RPGs. I thought they were like for nerds. And I was like, man, I'm not playing any of these games like with potions and like any of that stuff. I don't mess with that.
Security's on.
And he just kept trying to get me to play it, and I was like, nah, man, I don't mess with that kind of stuff. At that time, I only played like shooters and like sports games and stuff like that. And then he showed me this one scene that, and when I saw it, I was like, what is this? What is this in a video game? And I was like, okay, let me give it a chance. And I played this game, and it just completely changed my whole perception of like what a video game could be. Like before, I thought a game was just like something you do when you're bored or like for entertainment, like something that is just something you do for fun. But like Final Fantasy VII was the first time I realized that a video game could be like a piece of art. Like that game is a work of art. And so like from then on, I started thinking about games in a different way. And like that kind of wasn't even just me though, because like that Final Fantasy VII was one of the first games that kind of presented itself like that. It just kind of it revolutionized like what games can be.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
But like to this day, like if it wasn't for Final Fantasy VII, I wouldn't have ever watched anime or like been like considered myself a gamer or anything like that, because I started watching anime because of I saw Dragon Ball Z. Another friend of mine was trying to get me to watch Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, man, I'm not watching cartoons, man. That's for kids. I was like maybe like in 11th grade, and I was like, that's crazy. Why would I watch some cartoons? He was like, no, man, it's anime. This is different. Anime is different than cartoons. I was like, nah, man, that's a cartoon. I'm not watching it. And then after I played this, I was flipping through the channels one day after school, and like this game was the first time I had ever been like exposed to like the anime art style. Like you can see how like Cloud's hair is all spiky and stuff. And so I saw Dragon Ball Z and I saw Goku, and I was like, is that Cloud? Like he has that same kind of spiky hair. I was like, is that Cloud? Or like maybe this other guy that's in the game that looks similar to Cloud but has black hair. And I was like, oh, well, let me check this out. This might be cool. A show about Final Fantasy VII. And then I watched it, and when it ended, it was like, next time on Dragon Ball Z. I was like, oh, yo, this is that thing that my friend was trying to get me to watch, Dragon Ball Z. This is dope. And so then I started watching Dragon Ball Z from there, and just kept watching more anime and then playing more RPGs until I started considering myself to be like a gamer. So like I would have never watched Naruto or made my channel or anything if it wasn't for this game.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button? So,
nah,
you
it was
know
early
Tifa,
though.
right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
It was either the Sane or the Namek Saga. I don't remember.
Cloud! Are you ignoring me?
Tifa and I...
Yeah, I think it was during the Saiyan Saga, if I remember right. They definitely weren't Super Saiyan yet. This game has one of the best stories I've ever seen, like the OG Final Fantasy VII. In any book or movie or series or game, especially game, but like it's just one of the best stories ever written, and some of the best characters.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Love the characters, man.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Yo, Barret's so salty right here. That's the dog. There, Wallace, join the party. Let's go.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah.
Now for the real stuff.
Oh, they're not playing.
See ya. Come on. Get your ass out of here. Check out this shit right here. Give them hell. Do your job, Merc.
Shut up and move over. Don't forget to aim.
Oh yeah? How about I aim for your head?
Yo, I love the banter between these two, man.
That was something else.
That was nothing.
Like the way they talk to each other is so great, especially like for everybody, but especially between Cloud and Barret. Like the foil between these two characters is so well done. Like they're opposites in every way. Like from their personalities and temperament, like Barret is so passionate and aggressive and Cloud is so stoic and apathetic. Like Cloud doesn't care about anything, but Barret cares so much that it's like it almost drives him to act crazy. And then like the difference in their builds even, and the foil is just so good. Like even the way they look, everything about them. Even that Cloud is a long range fighter and Barret's a long range fighter and Cloud is like in the mix. Like everything about them is complete opposites. That's why I love that this mission is mostly focuses just on Cloud and Barret. Yeah, Barret is always preaching, man. He's always giving his sermons. That's what I love about the way they did him in this game. Like the voice actor did a great job. Dude is tight. I think his name is I forget, but I watched a few videos of his.
Look what we have here.
The laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
Yo, Jesse is so thirsty, man. Just shameless.
Not too shabby.
So there's some special dialogue if you keep getting hit by it.
You okay? Pay more attention. Just relax.
Dang, man. That's a really bad. When I was doing this on normal, I wasn't really doing anything.
Couldn't help myself.
Just laughing at it.
These soldiers sure can take a beating. Still kicking, I see. Are you trying to get hit? You sure you were a soldier? I had no idea you were such a klutz.
You have a fetish or something?
There's a fine line between being daring and being dumb. Food for thought.
Food for thought.
Okay, let's see what's up next. Phew. Well, I'm glad that's over with. Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing.
Yeah, when I did this on normal mode,
In seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
when I did this on normal mode, we killed him in like 2 hits, and I was like, okay, I gotta change this.
We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening. Keep it together.
About damn time. Hey, it's not moving.
Let's pin it down. Give it all you got. Take the lead.
Of course. It just had to get back up.
We knock it down again. No time to complain.
Ooh, right in my mouth.
Gotcha. try this. Deal with that. Now's our chance. Go.
You don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, so you actually can get a sense of the combat system. Like we killed that dude. We didn't even have to use any of the moves.
First. Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
What the hell are you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Yo, that is so awkward, man. Like,
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
God damn. I can practically taste tobacco in here. Hurry it up. My heart's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
I'm trembling with excitement.
Heads up, boys.
Behind the
Hands
assassin.
inside. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Good
And
luck.
Zabza said he was
Not that
shaking
way.
and trembling
Down
again.
the ladder, dummy.
Okay.
Aw, you're choosing me over the reactor? That's sweet, but I'll wait my turn. Go blow her mind. Go on, shoo!
Jesse's so
Aw,
thirsty.
you're choosing me over the reactor? That's sweet, but I'll wait my turn. Go blow her mind.
I'll wait my turn.
You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom? To the planet's core?
No. The pump would suck us back up.
How comforting.
Love that line. I love the way Barret delivers that first line. You think we'd sink right down to the bottom? The planet's core? Like it shows that he, even though he acts all aggressive like that, it shows that he's actually thoughtful. Unless you use specific moves.
Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job!
Look at the way Barret's smiling.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
So if it's on normal mode, you can choose 20 or 30 minutes. I wonder if on easy, you could, if there's a 40-minute option. I don't know. But on hard, you don't get.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
And Barret says different stuff depending on what you pick.
You double-crossing!
So Barret's got a gun to Cloud's head, and he's not even
Heads
worried
up.
about it.
What in the hell?
I'll be good. Even this thing, we killed it so fast on normal mode.
Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
That dash move I do, when it's pressured, it does more stagger damage. Or it does more than a stagger gauge. But it's not as powerful as some of the other moves.
Got a whole heap of land with your name on it. No holding back.
I got this. Take the lead.
Hell yeah! You see the damage that did?
Keep it up.
this is just the first boss.
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius? Bingo! Focus on that core.
Oh, now he remembers. Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
I won't give up.
About damn time. It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
I'm counting
All
on
the
you.
times.
Go fuck up about. It's in a weird position.
Oh, I hope you don't mind if I feel you.
Yo, what?
Compliment the giant scorpion. Give him hell.
Hang back. Gotta heal up.
Summon is out there, doesn't have a summon.
You're up.
You're not really supposed to have a 7 inch system.
Don't overdo it.
Guess it's mine. Got a hole. You're up.
Let's do it.
About damn time. I'm counting on you.
Need to do something about these wounds.
Nah, you're alright. Oh, back that block off.
That'll do.
Oh no, get the one here.
Try this. Gotta heal up.
Bang, bang.
What happened to his puncher game? What? Why did he not get staggered? Oh my goodness, staggered him right there in the transition. Or right into the transition. That's tough.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that
Oh, look at
laser.
it's over there.
So, what do we do?
Oh, I thought he was already about to shoot.
Take cover behind that debris. Strike now, before it fires. Got him in right.
Gotta memorize the attack patterns. Oh, I never memorized the attack patterns.
Good job.
That's tough. You get hit out of your
Watch and learn.
thing.
Bang, bang. Joke on it, asshole. Could keep going if I heal up. Hey, it's doing that thing again.
Find cover and hunker down.
Again and again and again.
Buzz off.
Another transition that ruined the stagger game.
Oh, hell. What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Merc.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening. Sorry.
What is he aiming at? What is he looking at?
When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up. And that's a promise.
Great.
That limit break.
Deal with that.
You think I bring it home?
Take it
Fuck
over.
that.
Gotta give it my all. Need to do something about these wounds. Going
Yeah, what up? With the ascension. Yeah, I think at this point you're only supposed to have crossflash as your limit break, but oh well. That was way dope.
Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Alright, yeah, this is stop last time. I just was checking to see
Go, go, go!
how much better it was on hard mode. Welcome back to night.
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after
Oh,
Jesse!
okay, it's still too high. I was thinking I needed to turn it up a little bit.
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barret. Probably. I think I see an exit. Come on.
Max last time.
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You couldn't really hear me at all. Like the game was just drowning out my whole voice. That's why we did this stream.
We're running out of time.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused.
Barret
I'll
over
freak
there.
out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Climbing with one arm. You can still hear all the dialogue okay though?
Barret!
I've got you covered! Find us a way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need.
Let's go. The others are waiting.
Return to
Gotta
the
get the
light.
hell out of here ASAP.
I like it a lot because, to be honest, I've never liked turn-based systems. I used to just play this game in spite of hating the battle system, but I never liked the ATB. In fact, I'd rather have just a straight turn-based than the ATB
Let's
thing
go.
in the old game. Like giving you like that false sense of having to rush, but it's not really. It's like not true turn-based, but it's not really action either. I didn't really like it at all. A lot of people love the ATB, but I never liked it. But I think this game is the single best combat system I've ever seen. Personally, this is my favorite combat system I've ever seen in a game. I was amazed at how good it was. And I still am amazed. Like, I still haven't played anything that I think the combat is better. Like as far as like RPGs go, especially like giving you a sense of controlling multiple people. Like I've never seen any game do it as well.
Keep it together.
Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
I mean, Cloud thinks he's so tight. Barret's all excited, like that was something else. And that was nothing. And Barret's always like trying to like looking for approval from Cloud. And
Don't screw this up.
You talking to yourself again?
no, 15. I think that this was like. I think this was like the perfect mix of every Final Fantasy that's ever come out. Really, 15 was too easy because there was no.
Take the lead.
There was no like cost for doing things like you could just endlessly spam potions the whole match, and you never really had to worry about dying because of that. But in this game, the way the potions are limited by your ATB is to give you like this added, I guess like a sense of pressure like that. This sense of like you can't just keep doing whatever you want all the time, so it makes it more challenging. But it's fair though because of the way the ATB works. The way you can charge it by doing attacks and blocking and stuff. And these dudes, man, they think they're tough.
Don't overdo it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Taking over.
sure you could.
I didn't hear Barret say the thing where he's like, "Did you see me?" And then Cloud's like, "I must have missed it." That's my favorite exchange in the whole game. Yeah, I meant to talk about the combat system in this earlier.
Sir.
These dudes are shady.
Come on.
Love the characters in this, man. Like Barret's worried, he's got things to get back home to. Like Cloud doesn't really care, he's just out for himself. He's also a soldier, he's like a superhero basically, so none of this stuff really cares with him.
Hey, people.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
My 2-year-old son's always gets in the water now, like that's his new thing.
Cloud! Okay, that was pretty cool. Alright, come on.
I'm so happy to be called cool, man. That's one of my favorite parts. He's trying so hard to be cool, like that validation he just got.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it.
What are you waiting for, man?
The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that.
I felt that one in my guts.
You just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it
Okay.
the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
Yeah, poor Jess.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
How much farther do we have to go?
Not far. That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
I love this.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb
I didn't even notice
inside
this
Mako
when you
reactor
appeared.
1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire.
Oh no, I guess I did.
In response, warning has been issued in sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of sector...
No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your fees. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
I love that scene, like showing Barret's leadership, like why they follow him. You didn't really get to see any of that in the original game. Like it was just like Barret's the leader of this group, but you don't really see why. Like you never get to see him inspiring his followers or anything like that.
We'll split up and shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got
He's
it?
giving his sermon.
Later then.
Hey, I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
Yeah, I guess that is the whole mission. The first time I saw that, I was like, dang, okay. But yeah, they haven't really completed the mission yet.
Yoo-hoo. I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
I think that's an extra scene for if you save her, but I don't see how you could not save her because she's just right there. You gotta do it for yourself. This part was crazy. Because in the original game, this was like two screens, and you got on the train and you were back home basically. Like this whole chapter, like they just really drive home like what happened because of this attack.
Our train's still running.
And all these people, they have 2 or 3 different dialogue chains.
You don't think this was Wutai?
Talking about Wutai already. Like last time I went and talked to pretty much everybody like 2 or 3 times.
Expect us to get out.
But I don't think I'm gonna do that this time. No, it took a long time.
But you're saying it was an attack.
We head for the station. Then we take the train to your sister's.
You really get a sense of the lives of the people here, like how they were affected. Like even the old game was complex, like what was going on with like the political stuff and and later the spiritual stuff. But like this one, it gets even more complex because you really see like, you just really see like what's happening on both sides. Like before you knew like Shinra was an evil corporation, so you knew what you were doing was right, but when you see it like this, it's like, dang. Like the people that are affected are just regular people, they're not like Shinra management or anything. Or not management, but like the Shinra higher ups. Love the little details like Pop covering his face when he gets close to the fire. The lighting. Yeah, I always listen to all the conversations when I'm doing it by myself. I don't know if I'm going to do it each one individually on the stream so many times.
Because we're not dead yet.
But I definitely do it when I'm playing by myself.
Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire.
Because this is where all the world building comes in.
A disaster warning.
Like especially listening to the people down in the slums in Sector 7, like they tell you so much stuff that you wouldn't even really know about the world unless you talk to them. Like look at this guy, like Shinra will save us.
If you observe any suspicious behavior, please inform the nearest public security officer.
It's okay.
You
You're
may
gonna be fine.
alternatively contact security headquarters. I repeat,
Try not to think about it.
this is an alert from the Shinra
Keep
contact
pounding
security
them.
headquarters.
Get over here.
I repeat.
Careful up here. This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
Intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1.
Where are you, Mom?
Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing
It's okay.
fire.
You're safe now.
Got a patient with me, has trouble walking. Need a stretcher. ASAP.
We'll get you to a doctor soon. Hang in there.
Like you don't really think about these people work for Shinra too, but they're like, you know, EMTs, there's firefighters that work for Shinra, all kinds of just regular people.
Where's that stretcher?
Even good people.
Where are you? No dice. It's a shit show over there too.
Keep pounding them.
Get over here.
Why did this have to happen to us?
Just the sheer amount of dialogue there is, like voice dialogue in this game is crazy. There's so many different things that the NPCs say.
Right.
Who the hell are they?
Somebody.
I don't think I ever used a grenade. I don't even know what the animation is. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Look at the EMTs going to rescue them.
What? Why?
I could spend all day here just talking to these people. But yeah, just know that I didn't get through half of the dialogue that the people have over there. There's so much stuff. Like I think everybody has at least 2 different things they say, and some people have 3. I'm a soldier, what up?
That was insane. Hey, can you hear me? If you can, give us a sign.
Got someone in need of medical attention. Send a stretcher.
Don't worry. We'll get you looked at soon enough.
Pretty sure the guys from Sector 7 are on their way. Once they get here, could you...
From Sector 7.
Thanks.
Station's intact.
Oh, look how tall Sephiroth is. My dog is named Sephiroth, by the way. My son named our dog Sephiroth. I actually like all the voice actors in this.
It couldn't be. But then...
Look at the buildings, how they're different. Like Nibelheim. Like, I didn't mind the Advent Children voice actors, but...
The hell?
This is crazy. I love the way they did all Cloud's stuff, like with his psyche all messed up. Really, you can't even say original voice actors, because the only voice actors there were like from Advent Children. And then like the later games, they didn't have any voice acting in the original game. This was all in our mind. I think that the voice actors on this did a great job of bringing these characters to life. Or like bringing what was only in our imaginations into just like a concrete thing. Yeah, but even that's not like original.
You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud. Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown that burns so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard! Yeah!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
The way Sephiroth is talking to him right here sounds like Itachi talking to Sasuke.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. Alright. You got this.
And I love this, but the way Cloud just tried to shake it off, like, man, I got it. It's no biggie, no biggie. I just saw this whole, I just had this whole hallucination, or possibly the greatest villain ever is back. This music here, man, oh my goodness. I forget what this song is called, but it's a really good choice for here. And especially after Cloud just went through that.
The whole sector's in ruins.
The bastards who did this should fry.
The funny thing is like they're all looking for some people who did something like shady, who bombed this place, and you're just running around with this giant sword on your back, and nobody's suspicious of you or anything. Barret's running around with a giant gun on his arm, and Jesse and them have guns.
Don't let the intruder escape.
We're just walking around, blending in. We're safe, shouldn't we?
As long as Reactor 8 stays online.
The military's here, we're fine.
Dang, she's looking like a snack. It's the best looking NPC I've seen. Yeah, for real. He's just walking around. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true though. He is dressed like a soldier, so they might not suspect him. Just a random people.
They got guns.
But Barret and them, like, how are they just walking around?
There was a big boom, and everything shook a lot.
Everything shook a
I'm gonna
lot.
leave, just to be safe.
You see the army guys? They got guns.
That sounds like my son. You see the army guys? They got guns. Look at this, look at this. Who's that? Ryan? Nah, not really. This guy just like, or my son just likes like soldiers and stuff.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
The first time I think I said how much, but there's some extra dialogue if you say I'm good.
I'm good.
Oh, don't be like that. I know you want one. When was the last time you saw a real flower, huh? Plus, it'll make your girlfriend's day. I guarantee it.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
Don't be stupid.
Enough already. I'll give you 2 gil for it.
2 measly gil for a real flower? Come on.
5 then.
Please, that's not nearly enough. Besides, I clearly said it was on the... You're trying to get rid of me for 5... Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to sell...
Help me!
Inada told her, what's good? Yeah, I love that about the Materia too. Like it'll show like what color it is and everything.
What are they?
Especially on the more complex weapons that show more Materia spots.
Drop your weapon!
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
She just dipped out.
Nice meeting you.
Look at his face.
Sword on the ground! Right now!
That's that.
Oh.
Is that it?
the transition in the music too. So good.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
At least this was a challenge. Last time I just was able to hit these guys with a couple of swings on normal mode and it was over. I love that it keeps attacking me.
That's that.
I'm real satisfied with that. I guess that was like kind of like the boss of it. But I don't remember having that much trouble with it. I know I died at least once on him the first time I played, but
I know that.
Yeah, this is dope. Because you should know some people in the military.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
You had me worried for a minute.
Biggs was like, eh?
What the hell you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
What?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
Barret is so grounded, like he
A lot of people here.
believe in any of this kind of stuff anymore.
Because of the
Unless you saw it.
evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide here. Head for the front of the train and hold there.
Are you the one
So cramped.
Do they even have hotels down there? Like, look at the way these people talk about
Where is it?
impoverished people.
Man, everyone's on edge.
Hey, look at this dude's haircut. So
Hey,
modern.
Cloud.
If you're about to unburden yourself, don't.
Yeesh. You don't make it easy.
Oh, Cloud is so mean, man.
Wait, where is it?
There's old girl. Trying to work.
Hey, got a sec?
What up, Biggs? Yeah, she's like the replacement for Yuffie since Yuffie's not in this game.
Hey, got a sec?
My daughter now lives in Sector 8, so...
Why don't you learn to take a hint, buddy?
Calm down. Whatever your name is.
Got a sec?
Kidder Key or something? Some kind of crazy name.
You're, holding
Why
up
don't you
pretty
learn
well,
to take
huh?
a hint, buddy?
Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Wow. My
Why don't you
hands are
learn to
still
take a
shaking.
hint, buddy?
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
This is my daughter now lives in Sector 8, so...
Oh, chill out.
Who ties to land?
some
You
light.
heard the rumors.
A little help, Cloud, please?
I'm sure Sector 7's affected too.
I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't the reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
Poor Jesse, man.
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
Said y'all's masters.
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
That is the Shinra Creed.
Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
I love that line because she's like the only person in the whole game that acknowledges that Cloud's just walking around with this giant sword on his back. Like she's the only person who says anything about it. There's just over here salty.
You hear that, suit? Shinra Creed my ass. We're the good guys, damn it.
That line is powerful because, like, after all this, seeing all this, you really are feeling like, dang, are we the good guys or not? Like, Barret's trying to convince himself.
We're the good guys, damn it.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find
Okay, cool,
visual
Nada,
aids
thanks for
make the
coming
dull
through, man.
stuff a lot more bearable.
Appreciate it.
If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history. All that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry. Our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good, if you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know.
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
Alright, so yeah, that's the end of chapter 2. I'll let the scene play through just so we can see like the real conclusion of it, and then we'll pick back up next time for chapter 3, because that's a whole different thing, being in the slums in Sector 7.
Hey! Over here! Oh, you guys! Daddy!
Oh, sweetheart.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop it here. we'll look at this and explore Sector 7 when we do the next stream, because I'm running out of light anyway. So yeah, thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Everybody stay safe out there. Peace and love.
I can't do it, but I came through it like I can't sing. So auto tune it. I might lose it, but I'll get through it like I can't sing. So auto tune it. Ayy.